You Know Me Films and Productions.
Rest in peace to all my niggas, dog. I remember back in the day we used to sit around and pray about the days we were gonna ball. Now it's just me, and I swear it ain't supposed to be like this at all. None of this one's for you. Queen, I see you, ma. I just lost my sister last summer. First 100 down, I'm looking at this money. We were supposed to run it up. And you know we really came from nothing like it. I told Nana we rich forever. I got your family gon' be straight up this shit forever. I told Nana we rich forever. I told her we supposed to ball together, running up in them clubs together. Now I got all this money that's touching my hand, and I'm asking how long it's forever. Cause he's away. This summer the darkest of days. Cause I never thought I'd see the day when I come home you was amazing. I got that, I put that on tape. And we be on the block whooping, yay. Don't break, cause we coming no break.
Cry baby, she cried over everything.
Got these shooters out here singing like Tank. Baby girl called me, I'm headed her way. Guess you can call me Mickey, no feelings. Cause I go hard, I ain't taking no prisoners. You can my sister, better not catch you slipping. Cause I was Jordan and she was my Pippin. Now when I look, there is nobody next to me. Little sis, always 10 steps ahead of me. Got you tatted, so with everything left of me, I'ma hold you down to the death of me. And that's on everything. I just lost my sister last summer. First 100 down, I'm looking at this money. We were supposed to run it up. And you know we really came from nothing like
Three, y'all. On the count of three. Smile for Smiley. 1, 2, 3. Smile for Smiley! You know, we've been on this journey with Anana doing what? Smile for Smiley. Because, you know, she was killed on this very same day. The examiner pronounced her dead at 4:08 in the morning, 4:08 a.m. I had the opportunity and pleasure to view the crime scene of my daughter's murder. And, you know, I'm on my quest for the truth about what happened to her. On my birthday, Anana gave me that assignment, okay? The hardest birthday present ever. But I thought it could be, you know, the best birthday ever for me. To finally get to see what really happened on that night with my own eyes, you know, and then reading the statement about what he put, that statement that he put out there. Supposedly he put 2 statements out there that Anana did like that to him, and then he changed it up and said that she didn't do anything that night. Given from the way she was sitting, Anana didn't do anything that night. All she did was got up and let this dude in the house, and for whatever reason, I don't know, why would you feel appropriate that 2:30 in the morning you play with a gun by your baby mother head? Why is that appropriate at any time? But come on now, it's time to go to bed. When you coming in from the party, like, go to sleep. You know, but I know why my daughter was up, because she was caring for an infant baby. You know, the babies don't sleep in the wee hours of the morning like that, so I know why she was up. But why you couldn't just go in there and go to bed? You know, and if you want to say she was aggravating or whatever, why you couldn't go sleep on the couch? Because granted, it is your house. It is your house. So I watched that whole piece come together for me, and I asked the prosecutor, I said, based on what we're seeing here, you know, in your professional, profession, and this is what you do. You see these kind of cases all the time. This is what you do. Do you think this young man killed my daughter on purpose? Do you think he meant to kill her? And she said no. She said, I don't think he knew that the gun was going to go off, and certainly your daughter didn't know that gun was going to go off the night of the murder. I said, okay. And his behavior after that showed me that I don't think he thought the gun was going to go off either. All right. But how many times did he do this to my daughter's head, though? For her to be sitting there and thinking that that's okay. I think he probably did that a couple of times. It never went off. But this time it went off. So You can't allow nobody to play with no guns by your head, like, or play with you period with no weapon. Unless you gonna have a weapon too. You know that if somebody telling you, I will kill you, that's what they mean. I will kill you. I don't know if Malik ever told her that or not. But he did say, according to my daughter, that you too good for me. He did say that. And I said, you should believe him. If he telling you that, then you should believe him. He not saying that for nothing. He's saying that because that's how he feels. But you know, Nana got that love that just don't want to let go. Love like her daddy in love. She ain't love like me because I would be the one behind the jail saying, yeah. I would be the one locked up right now. She definitely wasn't like me in love. She was more like her father's DNA in love. You know, I get it. It's a tragedy. It's so disheartening that she had to go like that. That you thought that was okay. You know, on the night of the murder, it's very disheartening. And Blakey, by us being here together and continuing in the Smile for Smiley Love movement, Blakey gonna know that her mom never did anything to be shot in the head. So when we really think things is about us, it could really be about somebody else. And in this case, it's about Blake. It's about all of us pouring our love together to be there for Blake. It's about all of us pouring our love into Princess, Toots, Little Smiley, Blake, whatever. And just trying to be there for her and show her that, you know, her mother was loved. And that she is loved. And she will always be loved. And it was not her fault. It was not her mom's fault that she was murdered. I tell you if it was, because I'm real like that. I tell you if my daughter did something that she didn't have no business doing on the night of the murder. She did nothing on the night of the murder. Nothing. That's what makes it so more upsetting. I was looking for a fight. I wanted to see my daughter had DNA under her nails, a couple of her locks on the other side of the room. You know, nothing. Murder scene clean. Clean murder. And I looked at the pictures to see if I was going to see a lot of blood everywhere. Well, bye-bye, Nona. Get it, Pooch, get it. You know, to see if I saw a lot of blood splatter, that was another thing that worried me. It was none of that. The murder scene was so clean. It's almost like she shouldn't have died. It's almost like it should not have even happened. It was no intention. That's what it looked like to me. Smiley, you know. And now next step, what we're going to do is have you guys say something about how, you know, knowing her and loving her and being a part of her energy, whatever, how you feel today. Because it's one day at a time. Always one day at a time. How you feel today about Smiley, Anona. No. Let's start over here.
Anna was a sweet, loving person. She always smiled. We had so many memories in our younger days and childhood. She was just a precious young lady. And it was sad that she had to leave us so soon, but she will always be in my heart.
Bless you.
Nana was like one of the kids in the neighborhood, always was at my house with Tori. So it's like losing a child of my own because they all grew up together. And I give the whole family all my blessings.
Yes. I wanted to say I didn't personally know Smiley. However, I know her mother. And her mother, to me, is a warrior. And the difference between a soldier and a warrior is a soldier take orders, but a warrior kick doors in. They tell you what they did after. So I feel like Queen Afia is a warrior. she makes soldiers, but she's definitely a warrior in this fight over what happened, this tragedy with her daughter. So I take my hat off to you.
For me, it's like reliving a nightmare. I lost a sister to domestic violence. My mother lost a daughter as well. So I'm dealing with two people very close to me that have lost daughters tragically. I only had the pleasure of meeting Anana maybe 3 times, and we never said much to each other. But I know that only God could have orchestrated Queen and I coming together in this movement. And I'll continue on this movement. I am one of those soldiers that Queen is still building. She will not leave me alone. and for that, I'm grateful. It's really heartbreaking, but at the same time so powerful, because to see what one person can do, even on the other side, is incredible.
Yeah, I think about this situation as a lesson, not as a loss, because God gained the angel. But to this day, it hurts me. She affected me real well when it came down to love. I really love that girl. I had to make a few decisions. I ain't know if it was dumb or not, but I mean, God put those tests and tributes towards our way, so we made our separate ways. And from there, our decisions weren't together. Still hurt to this day. I still love that girl and I miss that girl, but we all gotta give God thanks. We all gotta appreciate God for the life that He gives us and the ones that He obtained. I'd like to thank everybody that's come today.
My name Lil Kenny. I just want to say it's like we lost a piece of life. Because Nana, she was a lot. She meant a lot to a lot of people's lives. So like, it's like we lost a piece of all of us. R.I.P. Nana, man.
Hi y'all, my name's Bree. Me and Anana grew up around Riggs together. Been knowing Anana since she was little. We both was little. Our families grew up with each other. I just want to say, when I found out Anana passed, I couldn't remember the last time I spoke to her and had a real conversation with her. It was probably months, maybe even a year. I hate feeling like that. So if anybody need anything, we all here. Check in with everybody. Make sure everybody's straight. You know, make sure everybody's good.
My name is Aisha. I'm out here as a supporting mother to the Queen. I know her through passing in several different entities. I have a 15-year-old daughter, and from her I'm learning preventive measures, because we have to prepare our daughters for things like this, even if it doesn't happen, because we never know when it can happen. So I came out here in support of her mother and especially of her child, and I'm very proud of what the Queen is doing with sisters, because we need people like that who's bold enough to stand up and go all the way, because a lot of us just give it up and we don't fight for our children, and she's fighting no matter what, in life and in death.
I'm a sister, but I run a social service program, and I'm out here with my wife, and I've been to several programs that she has. And I'd like to just share this with us, that, you know, our life is precious, and we're only going to get one life. So we have to protect that one life at all costs. People are human beings, and human beings are reckless. So if you find yourself in a reckless situation with a human being, then take charge of it, because we can learn from what happened right here.
That's right.
According to the mother, it was an accident. Accidents happen because of reckless situations. Take charge in a reckless situation. Do not allow a reckless person to have charge over a reckless situation. especially if it can cause you or someone else or that person bodily harm. And that's what I want to share with us. Take charge in reckless situations. You know what I mean? So what? If they initiated it, that don't mean they got to finish it. They initiated a reckless situation. You take charge of that reckless situation and stop it. Because we keep losing each other. And every time we lose each other, we lose and everybody suffer. Everybody feel that pain. You know, I feel the pain that's radiating right now. And I didn't even know the little sister, right? But that is my sister in humanity. So we got to take charge of reckless situations. Don't let reckless people control stuff. Thank you.
Same time, it turned me to a man. It made me stand on my own 2 feet so I could take care of my people.
Thank you. Thank y'all for sharing. This is what it's about. Keeping that love going. I wouldn't be telling the truth if, you know, let's kill him, let's go forth and kill him and all that, his family, all that. I wouldn't be representing Nana. You know, I wouldn't be doing what she would do. That's not what she would do. She gonna love the hate out of you. She gonna love you when you can't love yourself. She gonna smile and just radiate the room. You say, you look like, well, who is this girl right here? You know, she made me the underdog, like I told y'all earlier. Man, just put so much love inside of me because I didn't have no love in me. That's a fact. But her love transferred over to me. And she was able to say, look, Mom, you tripping. You need to go ahead. Like, Mom, calm down. You know, Mom, you was wrong. You know, able to check me and get me back together. Encouraging me to have a conversation that I never knew she was going to die for. I never knew she was going to die for this conversation. I wouldn't have had it. How about that? I wouldn't have had it if I'd have known my daughter was going to die from it. But she told me, she said, you still keep on pressing. You keep on doing it because they need to hear the truth. You know, because a lot of people sugarcoat the conversation when it comes to domestic violence. They want, you know, give you a pamphlet and tell you call us. We'll talk to you later. You're not going to call. But me, I'm in your face. Like, it needs to end. Like, nobody should be putting their hands on nobody, dog. You shouldn't be dealing with nobody who got no pistol and you don't have one. If you know you're not no killer, then you don't need to mess with no killer. That's how that go. It don't work like, oh, he get a gun and he can wave it to my head anytime he get ready. And I'm still, like, I still love him. Like, now something wrong with you. At that point, you let somebody cross your doorstep with a pistol on them and you don't have one. That's the sickest thing in the world. If you gonna mess with a killer, you gotta be one. That's how that goes. Be smart when you call yourself getting into a relationship with somebody. And the rate that is going right now, women are killing men too. All right, so it don't matter. Boy, girl, mother, father. They killing each other in domestic violence situations. This is the stuff that I see all the time. All the time. All right? I thought my daughter was going to be all right. I thought she was going to make it. You know, I thought she could handle it. And she told me, I got Malik, he ain't crazy. I said, just, now you crazy. You crazy if you think he not crazy. See, you don't know what that other person going to do. You don't know, for real, what the other person will do to you. See? And then you want to add a baby on top of that? You want to add a baby on top of an ugly situation thinking that that's going to make it better. No, it don't work like that. It works like just what the brother said. If you see this stuff going on in a relationship, somebody need to exit immediately. If you know your partner carry pistols, and you not going to carry one, then you need to exit. You know, you can't just be in love. I'm so in love. Oh my God, I'm so in love. Like, no, you can't just be like that. That's not how it works. That's not how love works. That's not how falling in love works. That's not how it works. And how many of us have seen domestic violence in our house or in our family? Okay, so guess what? You prone to it. I'm prone to it, you're prone to it. This is what statistics say. Because we learned it at our dinner table, it's going to happen to us. All right? So, I do thank y'all for coming out today, you know, and being here and continuing in the movement. Because it is a very serious situation for young men and young girls. All of y'all together is in this mess talking about we love each other and don't near one of y'all know what it means. Don't near one of y'all know what the love means that y'all talking about y'all love each other. Love is respect. It's giving that person their own space. It's saying, I wish you well today. Why you on the phone with somebody who keep calling you bitches and whores and sluts and you broke, you busted, you don't take in your children? Why you talking with somebody who put you down? That's only going to make you feel down. Why you dealing with somebody like that? There's something wrong with you. And black people don't believe in therapy, but I'm telling you right now, y'all need to get some therapy. Seriously. It's not even a joke. That's why the Caucasian community is ahead of us. Because they will get therapy at the drop of the hat. They are ahead of the Latino and African American community. Because they talk at their dinner tables. And they talk about real stuff that we don't even talk about. We don't even want to do sex education with our children. We don't even want to do sex education with our own children. That's ridiculous. We're going to keep getting defeated as a family as long as we leave out the hard dinner table conversations. We're going to keep getting defeated. And the black on black crime is just sick. It's terrible. And the girl and girl relationships is terrible. And the male relationships are terrible in the African American community because we don't believe that we should step out our comfort zone and get some help. I'm telling you, that's not how love works. Love will kill you. You play with a puppy, it'll lick you right in your mouth. None are gone. She ain't never coming back. That's how love works right there. When you under pressure. When you don't know what love should look like, this is how it works. Somebody end up dead. You can't be afraid to step outside your box and say, I need some help. You know, can I come talk to you? Whatever. I told y'all, I'm here for all of y'all. What we discuss is in private. But I'm trying to tell you, if you going through it or you know somebody that's going through it, you men, young men, it's not a game. You getting locked up for domestic violence. Are you serious? Are you? That's the dumbest charge in the world. That charge don't even make sense to go to jail for. Especially when you can just leave. Especially when you can just roll out. When you see it getting too heavy, somebody need to roll out. You got me? Can you hear me now? All right. So, again, I thank y'all for coming out. And again, I'm here. I'm your community resource. I am that. I'm your mom. I'm your big sister. I'm your auntie. I'm queen. I am that. And I'm here for all of y'all. But you can't be afraid to step outside your box and say, I need to talk in private. about some issues that I'm going through. We got a lot of young black males experiencing depression right now. These young men are depressed and stressed, with not a pot to piss in and want to throw it out with wet. Something is wrong with that. Our black men you got to rise. Yes, you got to rise. You do. Because if you got children, you obligated to do that. If you got a family that care about you, you don't need to go to jail for no domestic violence. Sisters, you don't need to go to jail for domestic violence. Believe me, I know that. I was on the other side of that wall for domestic violence. That's, for me, that charge is not even worth me doing no time for at all. That don't even make no sense to me. I come from an OG to get locked up for domestic violence. That don't make no sense. Some of these relationships, yes, you're going to have to be single and go your own way. America say you need somebody. You don't need nobody to love you. You got to love you in here. Love come from in here. It come from in here. You loving you. And you letting a person know, man, I'm not about to put up with your BS. I'm done. So I'm trying to tell you, step out your comfort zone and seek that therapy, because it's going to make you a better person. Smoking it, that's all you're going to get from that. Drinking it, you're going to get like that. You know, that ain't going to help. All that's doing is making you more depressed. If you're going to drink, you're supposed to take a happy drink. Don't you see white people, when they drink, they be happy, don't they? Duh! That's the kind of drink you're supposed to take. Not a depressed, stressed drink, because it's helping you, it's causing you more and more pain. More and more pain. And addiction is not a joke. It's not a joke. So if you know somebody going through a domestic violence situation or need some mental health, I am your community resource. You got to get out your comfort zone and do better by your own children. You got to do better by your own children. You got to be different from your family and what you learn at your dinner table. You got to get your dinner table straight first. We want to go outside our house and help somebody else and our house all messed up. No, you got to get your dinner table straight first. That's where it started, with you first. Okay? So again, I do thank y'all for coming out.